back to my channel. My name is Erin. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for clicking on another video. If you like my content, go ahead and subscribe and like this video. If you've been here already, why not? You keep coming back, right? If you're new here, welcome. On my channel, I like to talk all things like makeup, but also I really love to do entertainment videos talking about movies, TV shows, books, whatever I find entertaining at the moment. And at the moment, I was thinking about how this year has been quite a wild one, and about the state of movies and horror movies particularly right now, because there has been movies that have been released like straight to TV, straight to video, straight to streaming, but no one has really been going to the movie theaters, obviously, which that might change or might have already changed, but I have not actually, weirdly enough, being someone that loves movies, I have not watched any new movies this year, and it's already June, so we're midway through the year already, and I've seen no new movies, because usually I like to see movies in a theater and a movie theater setting. I just prefer to see new movies that way. Like, of course, I love to stream. That's like the majority of what I do is watch TV, Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, all of those great things, Amazon Prime. I love streaming, but when it comes to new movies, I really do like to see them in theater, and so I haven't been to the theater, and I haven't seen any new movies this year. Even though there were movies in theaters January, February, I didn't see anything either. So I haven't seen any movies this year. So I was thinking, like, man, that's kind of crazy. I haven't seen any new movies. I haven't reviewed any new movies, really. I've been on watching a lot of old movies that I've never seen, or movies that were popular that I just never have seen growing up, or as I was, as an adult, being a consumer of horror movies, just movies I've just never seen. So that's what I've been kind of doing lately. But I do want to talk about some new horror movies and new scary movies that are going to be coming out later this year, possibly straight to streaming or in theaters, and just say, am I going to be consuming them? Am I going to watch them or not? So this is similar to like a will I buy it or will you buy it with makeup, but it's a will I watch it or not, or will I watch it or, bye-bye, not going to see it. So the first movie I have on my list is the Forever Purge. Now, when I was looking up earlier movies that are still coming out 2020, this one was on the list, but I've actually heard nothing about this movie really so far. If you've ever seen any of the Purge movies, you basically know what this plot is going to be about, basically. And confessions, I've never seen any of the Purges after the first one, so this one is on my nah bye-bye list, because I haven't seen any of the Purge movies after the first one, the Purge, whatever, and I liked that one, but I've never seen any of the rest of them. My sisters went and saw like the second one or third one, I think it was the second one, in theaters without me, which I was really upset about, but I think I was working, or it was something that I couldn't, or it was like on a weekday, and I'm a teacher, and I just don't go to the movies like on the weekdays and stuff like that, like when I was teaching in schools. So it was some kind of circumstance where they all were able to go and I wasn't, which kind of made me a little bit like upset, because I did want to see the movie. But since then, like, there's been so many other Purges that have came out, and I just haven't seen any of them. So for me, this one is just not appealing because I haven't seen any of the rest. Maybe I'll watch the other movies after the first one while I'm at home. I might go ahead and check out those ones, and maybe that one will move up to the yes, I will watch it. But as for right now, I'm just not interested in it. I did like the first one, but it wasn't anything that I like loved anyways. It wasn't like my favorite type of movie. So okay, so the next movie on my list is actually called Antebellum, and I hope I'm saying that right, but this one seems interesting. It's supposed to be coming out August 21st, and if you see me looking down, it's because I have these things written down right here. This one I'm going to put on my yes list because of the mystery behind it, because we don't really know a whole lot about this movie. So when I looked up the description, it said it's about a famous author who is stuck in like this horrible reality, and she's trying to find out some mystery to get out of it. So that doesn't really give us a whole lot of detail on actually what this movie is going to be about. but I do think that the mystery behind it and sort of like how they're showing it and portraying it is very smart, because it gets you to think, oh, this mystery, like this movie is kind of mysterious, what is it about, and it piques your interest in it. So that is really good marketing. It's better than showing you the entire movie in the trailer. I'm Looking at You, Pet Sematary remake, telling you the basically the whole, you know, plot point or the change or everything in the trailer. So that I like. I actually haven't watched any trailers for this, actually, but I know that there's not a whole lot of information about this movie as of right now. So it's supposed to come out August 21st or in August, so not too far away. And this one is on my yes, I'm gonna watch it list. Also the main actress in this is Janelle Monáe, and I didn't know she actually did a lot of acting. I know I've seen her in something else, but I didn't know that she was like going the acting route. I know she does music, so that's interesting. And then the other main person is Marquez Robinson. I'm probably saying his name wrong, I'm sorry, this is from memory. But so the main cast is 2 black lead characters, so that's also something really nice. And you know, I just want to support that. Okay, the next one on my list is the New Mutants, and this one has to do with obviously the mutants in the X-Men series. I don't know if it's like directly correlated. I mean, I know it's going to be having something to do with mutants in the X-Men world, so of course it might have, you know, some similarities with X-Men movies, but it's supposed to be more in the horror scope, in the horror genre. Of course, it might have some like superhero elements to it, but it's supposed to be horror. So it's supposed to come out in August. For this one, it's still on my yes list, but it's kind of getting tiring because I could have swore this movie was supposed to come out like a long time ago, and I think it's been going through like developmental hell or something is going on. But this one is still on my yes list as of right now because it is so appealing to me. I love X-Men. X-Men is one of my favorite series. I've loved many of the X-Men movies, and so to see a horror movie with X-Men or people with mutations and superpowers and stuff like that is quite appealing to me. So this one is on my yes list, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I hope it doesn't disappoint. Alright, the next one I'm going to mention on my list is A Quiet Place Part 2. I did see A Quiet Place Part 1 after it had already been out in theaters, and I saw it at home with my sisters. We just watched it, streamed it. So I didn't see it in theaters, but I really did enjoy the movie. My sisters a little less than they didn't enjoy it as much as I did, but I really liked Quiet Place. I thought it was really interesting and kind of different, innovative, with the plot and the story and the monster and the fact that you have to be quiet. So I thought that was really cool and interesting. So I'm very excited about Part 2, and this one is going to be following the family after what happened in Part 1, and them still having to be quiet and having to leave out and venture out of their house, and was still being, you know, silent, obviously, because of these monsters. And once they leave out this house, what it says on, when I looked this movie up to get a little more information, is that it's more than just the monsters out there that are, you know, they have to be wary about. So it's making me it's getting the vibe that like maybe humans are the monsters as well in this movie, the second part, because they're going to be, obviously if they're venturing out of their home, they're going to be meeting other human beings as well. So that's interesting to me. I like stuff like that where it almost reminds me of that Twilight Zone episode where they're thinking about the aliens and this threat, and they're trying to protect their community, but in reality the real threat is other humans being suspicious of each other and every man for himself type of mentality. And so that is kind of where I'm getting with the second part, is we might see some of that along with the real threat of the monsters as well, with having to be silent. So I'm very interested in this. Where it left off in Part 1 was a great kind of like cliffhanger type of ending where we really want to see the survival of the rest of this family and how they're going to make that happen. So very interested in this one. This one is supposed to come out September 4th. It was supposed to be premiering, I think, in March originally, but because of COVID, it didn't come out, obviously. So they're shooting for September now, September 4th, and I'm still very, very excited about this one. And this is definitely on my yes, I am watching this list. Alright, Next on my list is one I'm very excited about as well. So you probably can already guess if it's going to go on the nah or yes list. This one's going on the yes. I do want to watch it, and that is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, which is The Conjuring Part 3. So we've already had Part 1 and 2, which both of those movies I really like from The Conjuring. We have this whole Conjuring universe as of right now, but The Conjuring, the ones that have actually The Conjuring, I always liked all of those. So The Conjuring Part 1 and 2, I really enjoyed. So Part 3, I'm looking forward to. We're going to see the return of Ed and Lorraine Warren as they're like these going through all these paranormal things. And in this one, we're going to see them working on a case where there's a murderer who claims the devil made him do it. And I believe this one has like a werewolf elements as well, which is interesting. So I'm very excited about this one. I didn't actually see a date for this one. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but it says it's supposed to be coming out later this year, 2020. And this one is definitely on my yes list because the Conjuring movies are super interesting and good to me and also to my sisters. I know my older sister really loves the first Conjuring. She watches it a lot. And I really love it as well. So this one is definitely on my yes list. I will be wanting to check that one out. Yeah. So, okay, the next one on my list. Sorry if I'm going fast. I'm trying to go faster, but because I don't want this to be super long. But the next one on my list is Candyman 2020. So this one is going to be set to come out September 25th, and I'm pretty sure this one was pushed back as well because of COVID-19. And this movie is definitely going on my yes watch list because I love the original Candyman. Tony Todd just does such an excellent job, as well as almost all of the cast in the original Candyman did an awesome job, and the storyline is just so unique, and it's just great. I love that movie a lot. And we get to see a black like main character in the horror movie, which isn't like just like a side character. He's actually like the villain, so I like that as well. And so I'm excited about this movie coming out. It says, like, this is the description, I'm reading this off of the phone. In present day, a decade after the last Cabrini Towers were torn down, Anthony and his girlfriend move into a loft in the now gentrified Cabrini. A chance encounter with an old-timer exposes Anthony to the true story behind Candyman. And so this one, I believe, is going to be following the baby from the original Candyman is now an adult. That's what I think is happening. And we're going to see the return of some characters from the original Candyman as well, which I love. I always love when we get to see, like, even decades later, original movie, we get to see the follow-up of characters. That's why I liked when we had Andy come back in the Child's Play movies. The most recent one where they were in the mental home, the mental institute or something like that. I like that one. So I like that they're going to be bringing back some old characters. We're going to see them coming back. So this one I'm excited for. I would love to see Tony Todd come back and reprise his role, but I think we're going to be seeing sort of like a new person step into the role of Candyman, and that's what they're kind of hinting at. The trailers look really great. So this one is definitely one I'm excited about. Alright, so the next one on my list is another one that I'm very excited about, and that one is Halloween Kills. I'm a huge fan of the Halloween series, period. This one is just going automatically on my yes list. So this one is on my yes. I want to watch it. Halloween Kills is set to come out October 16th. That's what I have written down. That's what I saw. And I'm pulling up the information about it. I don't know if we have a whole lot of information about Halloween Kills, but I know so many people have been talking about it online. A lot of the YouTubers I watch have given us updates and things like that. So I'm super excited about this one. I don't want to know too much about it though. I want to kind of go into it with a blank slate. So I don't watch every video that I see on YouTube about Halloween Kills, but I know that I'm very excited about it. So of course, we're going to be seeing the return of Jamie Lee Curtis. We're going to be seeing The Shape again, obviously. Yeah, so I'm super excited about this one. I don't want to give out too much about it. I know we're going to also be seeing, I believe, Kyle Richards, who played Lindsay, coming back, as well as Tommy Doyle is going to be coming back. I don't know if it's the original actor. Maybe it is. Anthony Michael Hall coming, playing Tommy Doyle. So I'm excited. Like I said before with the Candyman, I like when we have old characters reprising their roles or coming back and giving us updates on the story. So that one's one I'm really looking forward to. Big fan of the Halloween series. Big fan of the first one, obviously. So yes, that's on my yes list. All right, the next one on my list is one that I don't know a lot about, because I just saw it. I saw it on, I think it was Spooky Astronauts. She's a YouTuber here on YouTube who does a lot of horror movie reviews and commentary and stuff like that. She mentioned this one in a video before, but I haven't really heard a lot about it. I haven't really looked it up or anything. But this movie is called Antlers, and it says to be announced the date when it's going to come out, but it's slated for 2020 apparently. And this one is about a mysterious creature escapes from its confines to wreak bloody havoc in a small Oregon town. So this one, so I have my yes list, I have my no list. This one is kind of going in the middle for a maybe. It seems interesting. It seems pretty creepy, like it's gonna have like a creepy imagery type of thing. I think it was supposed to be originally released April 17th, but I'm pretty sure that's been pushed back. I'm not sure, but it's like a supernatural horror film. So I do love supernatural horror films. I do like some supernatural horror films, let me say that. I like supernatural, like the genre of supernatural, I do like a lot, but not every supernatural horror film hits. Let's say it like that. So I'm definitely interested, so I'm gonna put that in the maybe. I might watch this, I might not. I probably will, but it's not like something I'm like super like anticipating, if that makes sense. But yeah, that one's in my maybe sit list. All right, the next one is Last Night in Soho. This one also says to be announced. I have this one also on my maybe. So these are two that are on my maybe: Antlers and Last Night in Soho. It has an interesting premise, and they compared it to like the feel of it to Don't Look Now, which I did like that movie. So that could be something that might be interesting to me, if it is comparable to Don't Look Now. So I put that on my maybe list. I don't have a whole lot of information written down about it. I just kind of have the name, and it's going to be possibly coming out in 2020. Alright, so the last one on my list is Malignant. That word, I had to actually look up that word. I know what it means, I just was going to say it wrong. I knew I was going to say it wrong. Malignant, which is similar to like evil, bad, that kind of vibe. That's what it means. You know, hostile, all that vibe right there. And this one is a movie that is going to be by James Wan, I believe. I don't know if he's directing it. I think he wrote it. But this one is kind of on my nah list. Even though I like James Wan, this one just is not appealing that much to me. So I probably won't watch this one. Maybe to review it. I don't know. Maybe on my nah to maybe side over there. But it is James Wan. It's coming out 2020 apparently. So if you're interested in this one, you like James Wan, you might want to check this one out. This one is just not that appealing to me though. So yeah. That's pretty much it. That's all I have to say today about movies that I am anticipating and some that is just not interesting to me. What movies are you looking forward to 2020 or 2021? I know a lot of movies that were supposed to come out this year are not coming out this year. It might come out next year, which kind of sucks. But you know, that's just how it is. That's just how life is. But yeah, so comment down below some movies you're looking forward to or you want to see coming up 2020 or 2021. Or any of these movies sound interesting that you're gonna watch, definitely comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Also, check out some other videos on my channel. I do, like I said at the beginning, I do other movie reviews. I've done horror movie rankings if you like ranking videos. I've done reviews of movies I have never seen before, some old, some newer. I've done my opinions on horror movie icons. I just did one about Freddy Krueger, who's like my favorite villain pretty much of all time. So if you want to see videos like that, definitely check them out. I'll try to link some in the description box below. I'll also be putting information about Black Lives Matter. I've been doing that for like all of my recent videos because it is important to me. So if you want to support some Black Lives Matter or other other organizations that are working to help towards equality, against police brutality, supporting Black lives, definitely check those out as well. I'll link them down in the description box. But anyways, I'll check you guys out later. Stay safe out there. Goodbye. Adios.